Let's talk honestly. After 50, how you hydrate really starts to matter in ways no one ever told us. We've all heard the old advice, just drink water, you'll be fine. Doctors say it, family repeats it, and just about every magazine has an article about the magic of sipping more water. But newer research is flipping that idea on its head. Once you hit your 60s, it turns out, just plain water doesn't always hack it anymore. Here's why. As your body gets older, the way it handles hydration shifts. It's not that water is bad, it's that your system starts running things differently. Your blood vessels get stiffer, the cells lining your arteries don't play along like they used to, and you even make less nitric oxide, the stuff that helps keep your arteries relaxed. Your red blood cells lose a bit of their bounce, so they can't move through the tiniest capillaries as well. So just chugging glass after glass like you're 25 doesn't always do the trick. That's where a smarter hydration plan comes in. Science has found that tossing certain natural ingredients into your water can help your blood flow better. Sometimes you'll feel the results fast, other times it takes a bit, but the impact is real. Even researchers were surprised. Clinical studies noticed major improvements when people made tweaks like this: better blood flow, warmer hands and feet, clearer thoughts, a little extra energy, and less of that "why am I still thirsty" feeling. Look, these aren't magic cures, and they definitely don't replace your doctor. But small changes like these can help, plain and simple. So let's get into the good stuff. 5 simple drinks that support healthy blood flow after 60. We'll start basic and move to the real heavy hitters. Each drink works differently. Some crank up your nitric oxide, some chill out your inflammation, and others just make your blood move smoother. Don't skip drink number 2. In some studies, people felt their hands and feet get warmer just minutes after sipping it. By the end of this, you'll know what to try and why it helps your body. And if you want to dig into the science, I've linked the studies below so you can check them out yourself. Before we dive in, tell me, how old are you? Drop your age in the comments. I love hearing your stories, and if I spot yours, I'll try to reply. All right, time to start. Here's number 5. Himalayan pink salt with fresh lemon water. I get it. Adding salt to your water might sound like the opposite of what you should do, especially when high blood pressure is a concern. But stick with me for a second. Not all salt is the same. Table salt is pretty much just sodium chloride. It's stripped of minerals and has anti-caking chemicals that don't help hydration. Himalayan pink salt's a different beast. It's full of trace minerals, magnesium, potassium, calcium, iron, and zinc, to name a few. Your body needs those for muscles, nerves, and keeping fluids balanced. Without those minerals, water just runs right through you, which gets even worse as the years go by. If you're noticing cold hands or feet, dry mouth, brain fog, muscle cramps, feeling dizzy when you stand, or that weird feeling of still being thirsty right after drinking, you might be missing the right electrolytes, not just water. Time to squeeze in some fresh lemon. Lemons are loaded with vitamin C, potassium, and antioxidants. Those help protect your blood vessels and keep them flexible. Vitamin C is huge for making collagen, which keeps your artery walls strong, but your body gets worse at making it as you age. Bonus: lemon juice has citric acid for flavor, so you're more likely to keep sipping all day. Put it all together, and you've got a mineral-packed hydration drink that helps your body hold onto water in all the right places, instead of just sending you to the bathroom every half hour. Some folks notice they've got warmer hands and feet, more energy, and fewer midday headaches. That lines up with what the science says about hydration and electrolytes. Plus, minerals like potassium and magnesium help your muscles, including those in your blood vessels, work the way they should. Healthy vessels tighten and relax constantly, and the right balance of minerals only helps. Quick heads up. Don't go wild on the salt. If your doctor's got you watching sodium for kidney, heart, or other health issues, talk with them first. Here's my go-to recipe. Grab 16 ounces, about 475 milliliters, of room temp water, not hot, or you'll lose some of the lemon's good stuff. Add a quarter teaspoon of real Himalayan pink salt. Squeeze in the juice from half a fresh lemon. Stir until the salt dissolves. Sip slow, don't chug. The best time is right after you wake up, about 20 to 30 minutes before breakfast. You haven't had anything to drink all night, so your body's ready to absorb every drop. This one simple habit can really move the needle for energy, digestion, and circulation through the day. If you're worried about the salt, start with just 1/8 of a teaspoon and see how you feel. The goal is balance, not loading up on sodium. Always use fresh lemons if you can. Bottled stuff isn't the same, and fresh gives you tiny bursts of natural oils when you squeeze it. Roll the lemon on the counter to get more juice with less effort. Want to mix it up? Toss in a cucumber slice or a sprig of mint, extra flavor, no sugar. Keep at it. You won't notice much if you only do it once in a blue moon. Make it a regular morning thing, and you might just be surprised. That's your base drink. Up next is number 4, where we'll add 2 ingredients scientists say do wonders for your blood vessels. If you're into these tips, hit subscribe. Every week, I dive into science-backed ways you can stay active, healthy, and independent. Ready for the next one? Let's roll. Number 4 is where things really start to get interesting. Mixing vinegar into water? Honestly, it sounds like something your grandma might have sworn by, but research has caught up and given us plenty of reasons to take apple cider vinegar seriously. The buzz around apple cider vinegar isn't just hype. Scientists are looking at it more closely than ever, especially for the ways it affects metabolism, blood sugar, and circulation. Pair it with Ceylon cinnamon, though, and you've got something special. This combo doesn't just work through a single trick, it helps your body in several ways at once. Unlike the last drink, which mostly tackled hydration, this one goes straight for your blood vessels. And if your arteries and veins aren't healthy, your entire circulatory system struggles. Picture your arteries like garden hoses. When you're young, those hoses stretch and flex easily. Blood rushes where it's needed. But as the years go by, stress, inflammation, and aging make those hoses stiffer. Instead of stretching, they resist. Your heart has to push harder, just to keep everything moving. Eventually, this stiffness can leave you with cold hands and feet, slower healing, more fatigue, and even some brain fog. The hero in apple cider vinegar is acetic acid. This compound helps your body handle insulin better, keeps blood sugar in check after meals, and eases some of the stress that can wear your blood vessels out over time. Stable blood sugar makes a bigger difference than most people realize. Big blood sugar spikes put a lot of pressure on tiny vessels, and over years, that repeated stress really starts to wear things down, especially in people with diabetes or prediabetes. If you keep your blood sugar steady, you're protecting that delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, the endothelium. That's the layer that manages blood pressure, tells vessels when to widen or tighten, pumps out nitric oxide, keeps clots at bay, and fights unnecessary inflammation. When your endothelium is healthy, your circulation snaps into shape. This is where apple cider vinegar shines. Studies show it can help the endothelium work better and support your body's responses after eating. Now, Ceylon cinnamon. Most of the cinnamon in grocery stores is cassia, totally fine in cookies, but it's high in coumarin, which can stress your liver if you use a lot over time. Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon, has much less coumarin, but all the good stuff like polyphenols, flavonoids, and cinnamaldehyde. Scientists love these compounds because they're serious antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. Inflamed arteries lose their flexibility, so blood can't flow the way it should. Oxygen starts to arrive late, and your heart takes on extra work. Antioxidants sweep up free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage healthy cells, so your arteries have a fighting chance. Some research points to cinnamon helping here too, improving how the endothelium performs, and keeping cholesterol and blood sugar in smoother ranges. Put it all together, and you've got a simple drink that balances metabolism, dials back inflammation, and supports better circulation. Studies of adults with metabolic syndrome have shown that including vinegar and cinnamon in the diet can boost vascular function. People report more energy, steadier blood sugar, and improvements in heart health markers. There's no magic bullet, of course, but these findings keep nutritionists and scientists digging deeper into natural ways to help blood flow. There's another plus: better digestion. Lots of folks notice their digestion slows down after 60. Stomach acid drops, enzymes lag, gut bacteria shifts, and all this messes with nutrient absorption. Apple cider vinegar can kickstart digestion for some people, helping your body get more of what it needs for cardiovascular health. Better digestion means better energy and stronger blood vessels. Some people even say they feel lighter after meals, simply because their food settles better. So, how do you put this together? First, the vinegar matters. Grab raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, the kind with the mother. That cloudy stuff at the bottom? That's the good part, loaded with helpful proteins, bacteria, and enzymes. If you buy the extra clear type, you lose a lot of what makes vinegar special. Pour about 12 ounces, 350 milliliters of room temp water in a glass. Toss in 2 tablespoons of raw apple cider vinegar. Stir in a 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. If the cinnamon floats, keep whisking until it dissolves. A teaspoon of raw honey is optional. It adds flavor along with antioxidants, but don't go overboard or you'll undo some blood sugar benefits. Fresh lemon juice is another great addition, vitamin C, plus a clean, bright taste. Most people drink this about 15-20 minutes before meals. It helps your blood sugar stay more stable and preps your gut for food. Others like it before a gentle walk, good for muscles and blood flow. If you're new to apple cider vinegar, start easier. Begin with just 1 tablespoon and work up over a few days. Some folks get mild stomach irritation if they start too fast, and because vinegar is acidic, it's smart to sip through a straw and rinse your mouth with water afterward, protects your enamel. Never drink it straight. That burns the throat and eventually roughs up your teeth. Don't expect overnight miracles. Natural changes are about consistency, not instant fixes. People usually start to see improvements, like more energy, warmer hands, and easier movement after a week or two. Sometimes sleep improves too. These are small, slow changes, but they add up. It's like watering a garden. One watering doesn't bring blooms, but a little bit every day makes the difference. If you want better circulation, you need daily habits, not quick hacks. This drink helps, especially if you're looking for steady, ongoing support. But if you really want to step up your circulation, wait for number 3. This next one packs in dietary nitrates, which the body turns into nitric oxide for loosening and relaxing blood vessels. Athletes use it for endurance, and researchers keep uncovering new ways it boosts oxygen, brain blood flow, and overall performance. Stick around, the next drink is one even sports scientists rave about. If you've learned something new, give this video a thumbs up. It helps us bring you more solid health info for adults over 60. Alright, let's dive into number 3, nature's top circulation booster. Let's talk about number 3, beetroot and fresh ginger. This is where things get really interesting. So, why do you see so many Olympic athletes, cyclists, and top sports teams chugging beetroot juice? Here's the secret. Beetroot isn't just your average healthy veggie. Scientists have spent years studying it, and now we know, when it comes to boosting blood flow, oxygen, and endurance, beetroot stands out. Really, a lot of experts now call beetroot one of nature's best nitric oxide boosters. Here's what's wild, this isn't just about athlete performance. The same process that gives Olympic runners an edge can also help older adults move through daily life with more energy. Whether you're out for a walk, buying groceries, gardening, or just staying active, your muscles all want one thing, a strong, steady supply of oxygen-rich blood. When your circulation isn't working as well, even simple things wear you out. Tired legs, cold feet, fading energy, and sometimes even a foggy head. Those all trace back to how well your body moves oxygen. Beetroot is special because it's loaded with dietary nitrates. Now, these aren't the same as the artificial stuff in deli meats. Natural nitrates from vegetables are a different story. When you drink beetroot juice, the friendly bacteria living in your mouth jump into action. They convert those nitrates into nitrites, and after a few more steps in your body, you get nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a big deal. It tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. Wider blood vessels equals easier blood flow. Your heart doesn't have to pump as hard. Oxygen and nutrients travel faster, and waste leaves more quickly. All of this happens on its own, in the background. But as you get older, especially after age 40, and even more so after 60, your body makes less nitric oxide. That's just how it goes. Blood vessels stiffen, blood pressure creeps up, exercise feels harder, and your hands and feet get colder, especially in winter. It's frustrating. That's why scientists have been looking for ways to keep nitric oxide high. Beetroot keeps showing up in research as a simple way to do just that. Study after study says it helps blood vessels work better, keeps blood pressure down, gets more oxygen to muscles, and even boosts athletic performance. Some people notice a difference in just a few hours. Not bad for a root that grows in the dirt. Now, let's add another layer, fresh ginger. People have used ginger in traditional medicine forever, but the details are coming into focus. Inside ginger are compounds called gingerols and shogaols. These act as antioxidants and fight inflammation, both of which matter for your heart and blood vessels. When inflammation sticks around, your arteries stiffen and blood gets a little gunky and slow. Ginger helps calm that down. It also helps keep your blood from clustering up, a bit like adding water to that milkshake you'd otherwise have to suck through a tiny straw. So, put beetroot and ginger together, and you get a pretty powerful combo. Beets help your vessels widen and pump better. Ginger backs it up by keeping that flow smooth and arteries flexible. Researchers have found that older adults who eat beetroot regularly see more endurance, better oxygen use, and healthier arteries. Some people even have better focus and mental clarity. That makes sense. Your brain uses around 20% of your body's oxygen, and better circulation means a sharper mind. And there's this. Beetroot seems to help mitochondria. Basically, the power plants inside your cells use oxygen more efficiently, so you get more energy from the same breath. That's probably why people feel less wiped out during walks or workouts after they've been drinking beetroot juice for a while. Okay, ready to make it? Grab one medium raw beet, scrub it clean, chop it up, and blend it with about 12 ounces, 350 milliliters of water. If you don't like it pulpy, strain it. Add a teaspoon of fresh grated ginger and stir. No fresh beet? No problem. 2 tablespoons of beetroot powder works too. Try to get powders with no weird additives or extra sugar. Throw in a squeeze of lemon or some ice if you want. Here's a tip. Drink your beetroot juice 2-3 hours before you get active. That's enough time for your body to crank out the nitric oxide. So if you're planning a long walk, doing chores, or heading out to the garden, drink up first. Some people take it in the evening to help overnight circulation, experiment, and see what fits your routine. A heads up, beetroot can turn your urine or stool pink or red. It's called beeturia, and it's harmless, so don't panic. One more thing, don't swish antibacterial mouthwash right around the time you drink beetroot juice. You need the bacteria on your tongue to kick off the magic. Without them, you'll miss out on a lot of the benefits. As with most things, once isn't enough. Make beetroot a regular thing, not just a once-a-month experiment, and you're a lot more likely to see steady results, warmer hands, more stamina, faster recovery, better energy. Pair it all with good food, daily movement, solid sleep, and hydration, and beetroot really earns its spot in your day. But as awesome as beetroot is, the next drink works even faster. Some people feel a warm rush just minutes after drinking it, and its effects on circulation and inflammation are immediate. But it needs a little more care in preparation. Stick around and don't forget to subscribe for more weekly tips. Every week we break down simple, science-backed ways to improve your circulation, move more easily, and feel better as you age. Ready? Let's dive into number 2, the quickest circulation boost nature has to offer. Number 2 is where things really start to heat up, literally and figuratively. With this golden drink, most people actually feel the difference, and they feel it fast. There's this gentle warmth that spreads through your hands. Maybe your feet get toasty, or you catch your cheeks flushing just a bit. You might just feel more awake, more energized. That's not wishful thinking. That's your circulatory system firing up, thanks to a few powerhouse natural ingredients. Here's what you'll need: cayenne pepper, turmeric, black pepper, and a touch of healthy fat. Each pulls its own weight, but mix them up together and you get one of the strongest combos for supporting circulation and calming inflammation. Let's start with cayenne pepper. Its real magic comes from capsaicin, the compound that gives it heat. Capsaicin has fascinated scientists for years because it talks directly to pain receptors all over your body. At first glance, that might not sound related to circulation, but here's where it gets good. When capsaicin flips those pain switches, your nervous system jumps in, your blood vessels relax, tiny capillaries open wider, and blood flow ramps up to your skin and muscles. Boom, vasodilation. This is one of the body's clever ways to regulate temperature and get blood moving. So if you've ever wondered why spicy food makes your face flush, now you know it's not just the heat of the food. This is especially useful as we get older. When your blood vessels can stretch and relax, everything works better. Muscles get more oxygen. Cold hands and feet start to feel normal again. Even brain function can benefit. Studies keep piling up showing capsaicin helps blood vessels stay lively and responsive as we age. Now, let's look at turmeric. Used for centuries in traditional Asian medicine, it's not just old folk wisdom, modern labs have spent years studying it. Turmeric's main claim to fame is its bright yellow compound, curcumin. If you look up anti-inflammatory research, curcumin pops up everywhere. Scientists have written thousands of articles on how it fights inflammation, shields blood vessels, and keeps arteries flexible. As we age, low-level inflammation can quietly eat away at blood vessels, arteries stiffen up, and blood pressure creeps upward. Curcumin helps tamp down this sneaky inflammation and reduces oxidative stress in your arteries, keeping things more flexible. It's also good at keeping LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, from turning rogue and forming plaque. That means smoother blood flow from your heart to your fingertips. But turmeric has a downside. Your body isn't great at absorbing curcumin on its own. Swallow it plain, and most passes right through you. Here's where black pepper jumps in. Black pepper contains piperine, a natural booster that makes curcumin way easier for your body to absorb. Studies show adding piperine can ramp up curcumin absorption by a stunning 2,000%. So, when you're mixing this drink, don't skip the black pepper. Without it, you're missing out on most of turmeric's power. Last piece, healthy fat. Whether it's coconut oil, olive oil, or avocado oil, adding even a teaspoon makes a big difference. Curcumin is fat-soluble, so it needs some oil to dissolve and actually get into your system. So you've got cayenne for circulation, turmeric for taming inflammation, black pepper to let it all in, and healthy fat to help your body soak it up. Put them together and you have a truly powerful combo, one that's been shown to support flexible arteries, lower inflammation, and even help with exercise recovery and general comfort. Now, let's make it. Heat 12 ounces, about 350 milliliters of water until it's warm, not boiling. Add a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a little less if you're not used to spicy. Stir in a teaspoon of turmeric powder, or grate a chunk of fresh turmeric. Sprinkle in 1/8 of a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Mix in 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, olive oil, or avocado oil. Give it a real stir so everything blends in. If you want to soften the kick, a teaspoon of raw honey helps, or you can brighten things up with a squeeze of lemon. Sip it slowly instead of chugging it. The cayenne warms you from the inside out, and drinking it slowly just feels better. Most people like having this drink after breakfast, since having something in your stomach smooths out the experience. Some take it before a walk, since the spike in circulation can make light exercise feel easier. Don't drink a lot of this before bed. The warming, energizing effect doesn't exactly help with sleep. If you've never tried cayenne in a drink, start with a tiny pinch and ease into it. There's no race. Give your body and taste buds time to catch up. One last thing. If you take blood thinners, have stomach ulcers, gallstones, or other chronic health issues, run this by your doctor. Turmeric and cayenne are strong stuff and deserve the same respect you'd give any supplement or medication. What makes this drink special isn't just what it does on paper, but how it makes you feel. For a lot of folks, there's this growing warmth in their arms or a clearer breath. Others just feel more awake. You can actually feel your body responding, and that's always encouraging. But you know what? This golden drink isn't even the most powerful one on the list. The next drink combines two all-stars, one, a certain fruit called a cardiovascular treasure, and the other, yes, is chocolate. Put them together, and you get a combination that's turning heads in nutrition science for supporting nitric oxide, protecting arteries, and boosting blood flow in a whole new way. Stick around for number one. It might just change how you think about taking care of your heart, naturally. All right, here we are. Number one, the main event. If you've read this far, you've already learned how staying hydrated, choosing natural nitrates, using anti-inflammatory spices, and getting enough minerals all give your circulation a serious boost. But this final drink? It pulls everything together. Instead of focusing on just one part of heart health, this combo does it all. Encourages nitric oxide, so your blood vessels relax, shields your arteries against daily wear from oxidative stress, helps your arteries stay flexible, and delivers better blood flow all over, head to toe. The best part? It's made from two foods most people already love. First, we've got pure pomegranate juice. Second, there's dark chocolate, or if you want to go big, raw cacao. Each one is impressive on its own, but mix them? Now you're onto something backed by some of the strongest research out there for natural circulation support. Let's break it down, starting with pomegranate. People have been eating these ruby red seeds for thousands of years, seeing them as a sign of health and long life. Turns out, science is finally catching up. Pomegranates are loaded with powerful polyphenols. The real heavy hitters are punicalagins, anthocyanins, and ellagic acid. All three act as antioxidants, which basically means they shield your blood vessels from the kind of oxidative stress that comes with aging and modern life. Your body creates these unstable little troublemakers called free radicals all the time. It's normal. But when you've got too many, they start doing real damage, especially to your arteries. Over time, this kind of stress makes arteries stiff, drains your nitric oxide, and can even lay the groundwork for plaque buildup. That's where pomegranate helps. It diffuses free radicals, helping keep the walls of your arteries smooth and flexible. Actual studies back this up. Regular pomegranate drinking seems to help the endothelium, that thin lining inside your arteries, stay healthy. When your endothelium is in good shape, your body makes nitric oxide more efficiently. Vessels relax, blood flows easier, inflammation drops. Some studies even saw improvements in carotid arteries after people made pomegranate part of their daily routine. But what makes pomegranate even more interesting is its connection to nitric oxide. It doesn't just encourage your body to make more of it. Some research suggests it actually protects it from breaking down too fast, so your vessels get to stay relaxed longer. What does that mean in real life? Better circulation, better oxygen delivery, and improved blood flow for your brain, muscles, and organs. Now, the second star of the show, dark chocolate. And yes, we mean actual dark chocolate, not the candy bars loaded with sugar and weird stuff. The goal is at least 70% cacao, and if you can get your hands on unsweetened raw cacao powder, even better. Cacao beans are loaded with flavonols. Science has been watching these for a while because they're awesome for your blood vessels. Study after study shows cocoa flavonols help your arteries do their job, more flexibility, more nitric oxide, better blood pressure. Some researchers call cacao one of the richest foods for circulation-friendly flavonoids. When people add good quality cocoa into their diet, studies often see arteries getting more responsive. They're better at expanding when you need more blood flow. And that's a big deal as we get older, because arteries naturally lose a lot of their elasticity over time. So, put pomegranate and dark chocolate together, and you've got one ingredient boosting nitric oxide, the other keeping it around longer, while doubling up on antioxidants. They work better as a team. The synergistic effect is stronger than using either one alone. Some scientists think this pairing just might be one of the best natural ways to help protect your blood vessels long term. There's more. People who stick with polyphenol and cocoa flavanol-rich diets show, in many studies, healthier blood pressure numbers, better circulation, more flexible arteries, and lower inflammation over time. No, throwing one superfood into your life won't make you suddenly invincible. But stack up a few proven choices, and they start to add up, especially if you're consistent. Don't forget your brain. Healthy blood flow isn't just for your heart. Your brain is thirsty. Every new memory, conversation, or problem you solve depends on oxygen-rich blood. Some research suggests cocoa flavonols even boost blood flow to the parts of your brain in charge of memory and focus. Pomegranate's antioxidants help shield those tiny, delicate brain vessels, too. A lot of people, especially older adults, say they feel sharper mentally when these foods are regulars in their diet. Athletes are onto this combo, too. Better blood flow equals more efficient oxygen delivery, which speeds up recovery and boosts endurance. Even everyday stuff, walking, gardening, climbing stairs, or chasing after grandkids, can get easier when your circulation's humming. So, how do you make this drink? Grab 8 ounces, 240 milliliters, of 100% pure pomegranate juice. Go for one without added sugars. Extra sugar works against your goals. Next, toss in 2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder, or you can melt an ounce of dark chocolate, at least 70% cacao, and stir it into your juice if you can't find cacao powder. Add a pinch of Ceylon cinnamon for extra antioxidants and a warm flavor. Then a little pinch of freshly ground black pepper. That one's optional, but it might help your body soak up more of those good plant compounds. Whisk it all up until it's smooth and creamy. If you want, throw in a few ice cubes and use a blender. Makes it cold and refreshing. The result is rich, naturally sweet, chocolatey, and honestly, pretty tasty. It feels more like a treat than some health tonic. Timing helps too. A lot of experts say mid-afternoon, between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock p.m., is a sweet spot for boosting your circulation. Your body's cardiovascular rhythm seems to favor it then. Others drink it after a light workout for muscle recovery. Either way, pick what works for your day. But here's what really matters: consistency. Drinking this once won't change your arteries overnight. Real health comes from repeating good habits over and over. So think of this drink as just one piece in a bigger puzzle. Physical activity, good sleep, balanced meals, managing stress, drinking enough water, regular checkups, all of it works together. Another perk people sometimes miss? There's evidence that antioxidants in pomegranate and cocoa help prevent LDL cholesterol from oxidizing. Since oxidized LDL is more likely to create artery-clogging plaque, that matters for long-term heart health. Researchers are also hopeful about polyphenols helping your arteries stay flexible as the years go by. Early science looks good, but it's still being explored. Picture your blood vessels staying younger, stronger, more elastic, even as you hit your 70s and beyond. Food can't stop time, but good daily choices set you up for more energy, independence, and a higher quality of life. Bottom line, healthy circulation isn't just about numbers on a chart. It's about being able to move better, think clearer, keep your balance, and make the most of each day. So if you're considering just one drink from this whole countdown, make it this one. The blend of antioxidants, flavonols, and polyphenols packs a punch for your heart and your whole body. But remember, no drink works in a vacuum. The little choices you stick with, day after day, make all the difference in the long run. And with that, you've got our #1 drink for circulation. Before we wrap up, there's just one more thing I want to leave you with, so stick around for the last message in today's video. That's a wrap for today's countdown. If there's one thing I want you to remember, it's this. Improving your circulation isn't about magic fixes or quick miracle drinks. Real progress comes from the everyday stuff, giving your body what it really needs, staying hydrated, and sticking to good habits. Aging brings changes, no doubt. Blood vessels get stiffer, your body produces less nitric oxide, muscles ask for more oxygen, and you might notice recovery taking longer. Basically, circulation just doesn't snap back like it used to. But getting older doesn't mean you have to feel cold all the time, totally wiped out, or low on energy. It all comes down to those small choices you make each day. They add up and determine how strong your heart and blood vessels stay over time. Let's quickly run through the top 5 drinks we talked about. Number 5 was Himalayan pink salt and fresh lemon water, simple, hydrating, and a nice way to keep your minerals balanced. At number 4, raw apple cider vinegar with Ceylon cinnamon. That one supports your blood sugar, gives your blood vessels a boost, and throws in some powerful antioxidants. In third place, beetroot and ginger. This one's packed with dietary nitrates and anti-inflammatory power, so it helps your body make more nitric oxide and lets oxygen flow where it should. Number 2 brought the heat. Cayenne pepper, turmeric, black pepper, and some healthy fats. This blend gets the blood moving, fights inflammation, and helps you actually absorb more nutrients. And at the top, number 1 goes to pomegranate juice and dark chocolate. Lots of polyphenols, flavonols, antioxidants, basically everything your arteries and heart need to live their best life. Each drink brings something different to the table. Some hydrate, some support your blood vessels, others bump up nitric oxide, and a few tackle oxidative stress. Add it all up and you've got a bunch of simple, natural ways to help your circulation. Just remember, none of these drinks is here to replace your meds or your doctor's advice. Got heart or kidney problems, high blood pressure, diabetes, or you're on blood thinners? Always talk to your doctor first. Natural doesn't mean zero risk. Interactions are still a thing. So what's the real secret? It's the mix of daily habits, not just one thing. Drink water throughout the day, eat colorful fruits and vegetables, go for whole grains, pick good sources of protein, and move your body. Just a 20 or 30-minute walk every day can do wonders. Get quality sleep, handle your stress, don't smoke, and keep up with your health checkups. When you pull these habits together, you're helping your whole body, not just your heart. Now people ask, When am I going to feel a change? Honestly, it depends. Some people notice warmer hands and feet right away, others get more energy after a few weeks, and deeper changes in your blood vessels can take months. That's normal. Your body's a work in progress. Give it time and celebrate each win, no matter how small. Every step you take now is an investment in a healthier you. So, what about you? Which drink are you excited to try first? Is it the lemon water, apple cider vinegar with cinnamon, beetroot and ginger, the spicy golden mix, or maybe pomegranate and dark chocolate? Let us know in the comments. Sharing your experiences could help someone else get started. I love reading what's worked for you, your questions, or any tips you've discovered. This community grows stronger every time you share. If you found any of this helpful, give this video a like so others can find these tips too. And if you're new here, feel free to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, you'll get practical, research-backed advice to help adults over 60 stay healthy, energetic, and independent. Stick around, because in the next video, I'll be talking about 5 morning habits linked to healthy aging, better energy, and keeping your heart and brain sharp. Thanks for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself, keep moving, stay curious, and remember, it's never too late to make changes that really last. I'm Dr. John Parker. See you next time.